History is more than dates and events. It is a story we think we know until we don't. I'm Dami and I'm thrilled to have you here for another deep dive into a tale we've heard so often. It's practically gospel until you scratch beneath the surface. Today's myth is one that resonates with students everywhere. The idea that Albert Einstein, the genius who gave us the theory of relativity, once failed math in school. It's such an inspiring narrative, yeah? And it's also a reminder that even the brightest minds can stumble. But is it true? Did Einstein really flunk in math? Let's find out. Albert Einstein, the brilliant physicist who revolutionized our understanding of space and time, was once so bad at math that he failed it in school. Supposedly, this proves that anyone can overcome obstacles to achieve greatness. It's such a comforting thought, especially for students struggling with tough subjects. I mean, if Einstein could fail math and still change the world, maybe we can too. But where did this story come from? And does it hold water under scrutiny? To unravel this myth, we need to look at Einstein's early life and academic records. Born in 1879 in Germany, Einstein showed an early interest in mathematics and science. Contrary to the myth, by the time he was 12 years old, he was solving advanced mathematical problems on his own. Problems far beyond his years. So where did the idea that he failed math come from? It appears to have originated in 1930s, decades after Einstein became a global icon. A satirical article misinterpreted Einstein's academic performance, claiming that he failed mathematics. The story was picked up immediately, as usual, and it was spread widely, eventually morphing into the myth we know today. But Einstein himself addressed this in an interview. He famously said, "I never failed in mathematics. Before I was 15, I had mastered differential and integral calculus." And that is not exactly the words of someone struggling with arithmetic. In fact, Einstein excelled in math and science throughout his education. His struggles, when they existed, were more about his rebellious attitude towards rigid schooling systems and definitely not his intellectual abilities. So what then is the truth? Einstein did not fail math. He was a prodigy who excelled in the subject from a young age. The myth likely gained traction because it aligns with a compelling narrative, which is the underdog overcoming failure to achieve greatness. But as inspiring as this story is, it simply doesn't apply to Einstein. However, there is something we can learn from the real Einstein story. While he didn't struggle with math, he did face significant challenges later in life, including rejection from jobs and resistance to his groundbreaking ideas. Now, his perspective in the face of these obstacles is perhaps even more inspiring than the myth. Why does this myth persist? Maybe because it gives us hope. Yes, it's a reminder that failure or perceived failure doesn't actually define us. But perhaps the true lesson here is that every genius faces challenges, not just always the ones we expect. And that's the wrap for this episode of Unveiling the Myths. What other stories do you think might have been twisted by time? Share them with us and we might feature them in our future episode. Thank you for joining me today, and until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, history is more than a story. It's a truth waiting to be uncovered. I am Dami, your host. Bye for now.